Okay, here we're on a section of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail I've never been on. It's not the most exciting. I mean, it's a lot like around Rock Canyon where you're just up above some houses, but this is all part of the 200 plus mile trail that goes along the shoreline of the Bonneville of the Bonneville Valley. This whole valley used to be 30,000 years ago, was underwater, and supposedly where this trail is where the top of the lake was. So I'm sure it's not exact. But even over on Buffalo Peak, going up there, you can find small crustacean fossils or shells, whatever you want to call them, along the trail. I never showed that when I was up there last because I didn't get to the spot where we were finding them. But this isn't too exciting. Just grassy hillsides and somewhat small inclines to travel. So we're catch it later. Oh, we're just walking along this trail. It's just pretty much side hilling. Apparently horses come around. Just climbed up a little steepish area. Probably only gained 60 to 80 feet. But I've never been on this before. So in my quest to do the Bonneville Trail, who knows how much I'll ever get done. I think it's Mount Nebo down south. It's where the southern terminus is. I'm not sure if it's Ogden or Logan up north, but it's 200 some odd miles. Unfortunately, there's stretches of it that you have to make big detours because the straight trail would go through private land for whatever reason. They don't want to give them access. And so, like around when you come up to Little Rock Canyon, coming south from Rock Canyon, you got to drop down into the neighborhood that's below you and find your way along the neighborhood, and then I think you can climb up the Rock Canyon Trail a little ways and pick up the trail again. Frodo's trying to trip me and throw me off the edge. Some smell. But it's just interesting. Not the most exciting. You're not going to be fighting off bears and monster moose and anything else. Maybe someone's dog running free. It's about my biggest worry. But it's just a good afternoon. Actually, it's mid-morning. Good time for Frodo to go run around. Because of this whole Front Range area, I'm carrying 2.5 liters of water. So I'll probably use half a liter, and if we cook something, 3/4 of a liter or so, and a liter for Frodo, or more. Depends on how he's doing. It's not squelchingly hot right now. So I'll let you go for the moment. There's Mount Tip, and Big Baldy, so I think we're going to hit the, memory serves me right, and I do kind of remember this trail now. The other part was so unmemorable that I just didn't remember it, but this looks vaguely familiar. We've hit a few spots. I've gone like, oh, okay, I think I've been here. But we're kind of meandering through here. So the question is do we go down there or do we go up here? But we're in some scrub oak now. Actually, some of these are bigger than what I'm used to over up along below Cascade Peak. So we'll just have a look. I think I'll take the high road. So we're coming into the Dry Creek parking lot. You can see it up over there. So yeah, we just give you kind of a quick view of what it looks like. Guess I'll do the whole thing. Down there's Utah Valley, Provo, Orem. But we're just kind of heading down here and don't know what we'll do once we get there. We could keep heading north. But it's just a nice day. It's getting warmer. Gave Frodo about half a liter of water. He needed it. You could see he was dragging a little bit. But he's got some pep back in him. I keep thinking I need to make him a white jacket to wear in the summer. So we'll see what happens. We're hiking up just south of the Dry Creek Trail. We're on the south side of the Dry Creek, and the Dry Creek Trail's on the north side. So this is just a path less traveled. Don't know where we're going to stop. I know there's a couple wide spots up here, but back in the distance you can see Mount Timpanogos poking its head out. You can see the cliffs at the mouth of the canyon, and we can see some shade. But as the name says, Dry Creek, I've only seen little bits of water in it a couple times in 3 or 4 years. 3 years. So we'll see where we get to. Okay, well, I'm giving my ever new alcohol stove another try. You can see I've got a little windscreen there, not much, but also underneath it there's a little square of aluminum foil and a little piece of clear plexiglass that I thought I'd use for a base. In case you're ever worried, there's Frodo's water dish with water in it. And I'm using a plastic bag and my cozy from my GIS Minimalist Cook Kit to make some mashed potatoes with cheese. And Frodo's just on the lookout. So we'll have lunch, and I'm just heating up water, maybe make some tea. Sounds like the stove's getting ready to go out. So we'll catch you later. I thought I'd show you all my seat pad. Basically it's a large FedEx envelope, Tyvek envelope, with about 3/16 of foam inside. Makes a nice little warm seat, waterproof. Folds up, it's not totally airtight, so I can fold it up and stick it in my outside little pocket right there and have a go. And here's where we had lunch. Well, we're heading back now. So this is the view. You can see the haze over Utah Lake. And just walking along, nothing too exciting. Had our lunch. The Idaho mashed potato mix, about half a pack with cheese. Keep trying to find what's a good lunch thing. And I think the easiest one and the best one and the tastiest one overall is just a good cup of noodles. For a day hike, if you want to make something hot for lunch, I don't think you can probably beat that, and that may be my fare from now on. I've tried the Knorr's rice mixes. They're okay. I can't get the ones I like anymore. Doesn't seem like the taste around here in Provo, if that's what drives their purchases, well, they weren't listening to me. But now they've got just kind of pretty bland ones. And then the noodle mixes, man, they're tough because they never rehydrate very well. Let them set for 10 minutes or better, and there's still always some crunchy noodles in the mixes. The Ore-Ida potatoes, I really like them. They just like mix up instantly, almost instantly ready to eat. But they're messy. This time I mixed it up in a plastic bag, as you saw, and had it inside the cozy. Put some cheese in with it. It was pretty good. Was wishing I found that. Made a harder effort to find those bacon bits. But they were fully loaded, so I think they actually had some bacon bits in with them. But they're messier than all get out. I'd never, if you were hiking totally dry sections, kind of like what we're doing, you gotta haul all your water. Then it kind of sucks if you got to use water to wash something out. That's why I tried the plastic bag, which isn't bad because fold it up, stuff it back in the wrapper for the potatoes, and just stuff it back in the food bag for trash. But if you were on a long hike, especially like if I ever thought a through hike, that'd be kind of a cumbersome thing. I'd really want to wash my bags and recycle them. Almost just use the bags as recycled mixing bowls. But then if you're going to do that, you might as well just use them out of a bowl and wash the bowl out. But I think for the Ore-Ida potatoes, if I do them again, I'm just going to make kind of more of a soup than a goo. Lean more towards the soup side than the spackle mashed potatoes. And that'll make cleaning up a bit easier, and you have a bit to drink and get some more liquids that way. Down there, kind of someone's shortcut trail, I guess. I don't know. We came by it over on the other side. So we're just trumping along. I think I need to start bringing Frodo some dog food. I think I usually just give him his usual fare on hiking days or not. And you know, he puts out a lot of extra calories. He's hot now, so I think he's backed off his roaming. But there you're looking out over Utah Lake in the valley. Quick peek, we gotta kind of walk up the draw, around the draw, back over that ridge line, drop down to the car. So we're just moseying along. That's where we're heading, around that bend. It's just a kind of a fun trail. It's just, you know, got the drop-offs, side hill. It's just real fun.